Hello everybody, this is Veena, your storyteller from the northeast of India, Assam. Today I'd love to retell a story which I heard from Nour in Free the Bee on New Year's Day. And I'm really inspired to tell your story, Nour. Thank you for sharing with us. The name of the story is The Little Captain in a Sea of Hope. Once upon a time, there was a child whose name was Yasin. He was 13 years old and he lived in Gaza in the camp in an old tent. So you see, living in a camp can be very hard. But after the war stopped, another problem started. Due to the cold weather and the heavy rains, it was difficult for people who had old tents to live because the rain poured heavily and it almost tore the tent. Yasin told his family that we can't afford to buy because his family wanted to buy a new tent. And he said, we'd rather buy medicines for my sister who is not well and sick. So another problem happened. You know what happened? At the border, the trucks which carried the stuff were not allowed to pass. So there was a lot of hardship in the camp and people really had to live a very hard life. But Yasin did not give up hope. He found an old note. He wrote and he drew a beautiful city with big houses and big hospitals. And before sleeping, he said, one day I'm going to build this city. And the night passed away. The next morning when he got up, he looked at the bright sky and smiled. He said, I know after a night of hardship and darkness, there will always be light. Look at the child, only 13 years old. But can you see how courageous he was and how much of hope he had to build his own city, a city of his dreams? So that was a wonderful story, Nour. Thank you so much, which was created by you and your father. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Now at this point of time, I'd love to share two quotes on hope, one by Desmond Tutu. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. Another one which I like from Jonas Salk is, hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make dreams into reality. So even in the face of adversity, it's hope that keeps us going. I hope you like my story, Nour. Till we meet again with another story from Tell a Child in Gaza's Tale. Meet you soon.